Hello, hello. Welcome in to another weekly spirit boost. I'm Tammy Mastroberti, best-selling author of the books The Universe is Talking to You and The Higher Help Method. And I teach people how to tap into what I call the higher helpline of the universe for guidance, for answers, for help. So I was running behind a little bit today because we are in the middle of our summit, elevatedexistencesummit.com. And our special guest today that I was so looking forward to, Joan Ranquette, who is an animal communicator, an animal energy healer, was going to be talking to us about her scalar wave technique, which I use and love. However, she is in California and late last night had to evacuate her farm, cats, dogs, and horses in tow, and is now at a rescue. So we are sending her good energy, good vibes, love, that her home stays safe, that her and her animals stay safe. So far, so good with them being safe, but it's extremely stressful. So sending her lots of love. She's very sad. She was looking forward to it too. I've known Joan for years and I love hanging out with her. And so please send your prayers her way. We will reschedule her for another date, but we are going to have to cancel the interview for today. So we're working on sending an email out for that to let everybody know we won't be going live at 1. However, to make up for it, I am opening up all of the replays again. So you guys have something to listen to, watch. So there's been 3 interviews so far. If you're brand new to the summit and you have not listened to anyone, elevatedexistencesummit.com will get you in. And we've opened up, or we are in the process of opening up the 3 interviews that have aired so far so that at least there's something available to elevate you guys today while we are not going to be able to go live with Joan. So stay tuned for that. If you're already part of the summit, you'll be getting an email. If you're not part of the summit, again, you can listen to everything you missed today. So just go to elevatedexistencesummit.com and I'll keep all of those interviews open through Saturday, I think, just to kind of make up for the last minute scheduling change. And again, please keep Joan and her animals and her home in your prayers because it's just unbelievable that this is all still going on and that people are still being affected. And it's just, my heart goes out to everybody in California or anybody who has a relative or knows someone going through this in that area. So having said that, stay tuned for that from the summit. Today, I actually want to talk to you about your vibration, about raising your vibration, and not just raising it, but raising it and maintaining it as much as possible. You hear people talk a lot about kind of worrying about their negative thoughts or worrying about their negative moods. The good news is your negative thoughts are actually not as powerful in the world as your positive ones. So if you can just shift that a little bit, it will make a huge difference in not only what you're aligning with and attracting, but also in what you are bringing in terms of noticing those signs and the synchronicities and the information that the universe is trying to get to you, right? It makes a huge difference. Your vibration, your energy is key to all of that. It's so important. That's why it's one of my 4 steps in the higher help method is shifting your energy, shifting your vibration. So if you are someone who struggles with that, with maintaining that energy or maintaining that mood, if you are someone that gets easily triggered and it'll ruin your whole day by someone and you can't easily shift yourself out of it, that is where you really need to work in 2025, right? because it makes a big difference in what you are creating. Your thoughts, your feelings or emotions, your beliefs, your actions, all of that create. And so, if you can keep your vibration up, if you can keep your thoughts more positive, if you can shift yourself back throughout the day, because things are always going to happen that are going to throw you off, right? People are always going to annoy you. It's the way the world works, whether it's a person you know that's driving you crazy, or a random driver that cuts you off on the road, or a rude person at a store, whatever it might be, you're going to get triggered. You're going to get aggravated. It's going to mess up your mood, your energy, your vibration. But you don't have to let it stay that way, right? And there are simple, easy tools that you can use to shift yourself in minutes. I'm going to share one of them with you today. Of course, you know I wouldn't leave you hanging. I'm actually teaching an entire class on this next Tuesday called Raise Your Vibes in 2025. And you can get that link in below the YouTube video if you're watching this on YouTube, hello, or below the Facebook video, where I'm going to be sharing easy tips and tools. I'm going to be sharing a 5-minute morning routine to completely change the way your day starts and set you up for success. I'm going to be sharing my personal, that I've never shared before, protection and direction prayer that I say every morning, that came directly from my spirit guides to assist me in protecting my energy and keeping myself in a good space. And it has worked wonders since I have been doing it, probably for almost a year. I am very empathic. I am very sensitive. I actually created it, or my spirit guides gave it to me, and specific gave me some of the wording, because I was dealing with a person that was very much energetically, I don't want to use the word attacking, but energetically affecting me. And my spirit guides were like, no, 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 we have to do something about this. So anyway, all of that is going to be happening in that class if you want to join me below. And on Instagram, I will add it in, don't worry, into my bio in the link. But I want to give you one of the tools that I like to use to instantly shift myself, right? Because again, obviously you want to start your day off, which is why I'm going to be sharing that 5-minute routine that anybody can do to set yourself up, right? You want to start the day on a good note. You don't want to start the day on a bad note, because then it's so easy to get sucked into the rest of the day going to crap and you saying, I can't wait to go to bed and get a do-over, right? How many of you have had days like that where like, oh gosh, I can't wait to just start this day over because this has been a shit show since I woke up, right? We don't want to do that every day. So outside of that, as you're moving through your day and something goes wrong, or something comes at you, or someone triggers you, or, whatever, you get that email, you get that phone call, whatever it is that messes you up, right? We all have it. There are simple tools to shift yourself back, to raise your vibration. We're also going to be talking about the vibration of your environment and how to affect that in that class, which is another thing that just came to me, because there's so many things we can do to set us up for success that don't take a lot of time. But I'm going to share with you what I call my 3-minute or less, because it can be done in less than 3 minutes. For those of you who are like, I don't even have 3 minutes, Sammy, it can be done in less than 3 minutes. My 3-minute mood boost. Thank you for liking the video. I see some likes coming in and I always forget to say that. Please like the video if you're enjoying what I'm saying. Share it, tag someone in it who you think can use this. So my 3-minute mood boost actually has 3 simple steps. The first step is noticing I'm not in a great space right now. Like, somebody just aggravated me. I just got triggered. I'm not in a good vibration. I'm not in a good mental space right now. This is not good. I'm not feeling good. And usually you notice that with your feeling. I find anyway. And I think a lot of people notice, like, I'm thinking very negatively, or I'm feeling off. Like, what's going on? Why am I not feeling positive? Why am I not feeling good? Something has happened. Or like, oh, this person just pissed me off, right? You know what I'm saying? So when you notice that, you say to yourself, you stop and you notice your thoughts. This can take 30 to 60 seconds. What am I saying to myself? What am I thinking about right now? Am I thinking about what's missing in my life? Am I thinking about all of my problems and not opening myself up to solutions, right? If you find yourself thinking about your problems over and over again, you stop and you give it over to the higher power and you say, I know that I can't solve this on my own. I know that you're here for me. I'm giving it to you and I'm going to stop thinking about it, right? That's a side note. But are you noticing what you are focused on and thinking about? Just stop and say, what thoughts have been going through my head in the last even half hour? What have I been thinking about? What am I worried about right now? You notice that and you say, okay, this is getting me nowhere. I'm going to shift it. Step 2, another 30 to 60 seconds. I'm going to shift my energy. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to just quickly release these thoughts. So I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to take a deep breath in and out. And I'm going to repeat the word release. I'm going to repeat the word relax. I'm going to repeat all is well. I'm going to repeat something that is going to shift me. So I always like the word release because I feel like you're kind of releasing and draining all of that negativity or draining all of that energy that's not serving you. And so you can just repeat that for 30 to 60 seconds because now you are consciously and quickly shifting yourself and boosting your vibration, boosting yourself up. Years ago, and I mean years ago, we're going 10, 15 years ago. I remember hearing, if you've ever heard of Esther, it was Esther and Jerry Hicks. Jerry has passed away since they started as Esther and Jerry Hicks. But Esther Hicks channels a consciousness or a conscious group of beings known as Abraham. And I remember listening to, oh gosh, I don't know if it was a podcast, an event, something where she was channeling Abraham. And Abraham said meditation, which is what you're doing in that 30 to 60 seconds, even if you think you can't meditate, instantly will neutralize your vibration. It will neutralize it, meaning it brings it back up, right? So if you're in a crappy state down here and you just stop for 30 to 60 seconds, it lifts you up to a neutral level. Now you're at a neutral level, right? So now you can go up. But you need to reneutralize yourself. You need to shift yourself back, right? So that's what we're doing in that step is we are neutralizing ourselves. We are releasing that negativity and we're already on our way up. That's step 2, 30 to 60 seconds. Step 3, another 30 to 60 seconds. So remember, this is 3 minutes or less, depending on how much time you have. You can literally do this in 2 minutes, a minute and a half, whatever you have on you. So in that last 30 to 60 seconds, after you have noticed and said, what am I thinking about? Oh gosh, no, I need to shift this. Then you're going to release it and neutralize it. And then in the third step, you are going to consciously think about something you're grateful for. Hopefully, I would say 2 or 3 things. Now, these can be things that are happening in the moment that maybe you want to bring your attention to rather than what's missing. These can be things from the past that you're grateful for. This can be things from childhood that you're grateful for. If you're like, Tammy, I'm in a space where I'm not feeling that gratitude right at this moment. So 30 to 60 seconds, you are going to think of 2, 3 things that you're grateful for. And you're going to feel that gratitude. And then you return to what you're doing. You have now instantly shifted your own energy and raised your own vibration. Appreciation is like the top, right, of the vibration scale. And so you have now instantly shifted yourself into a better place. This is a very simple tool that can be done in minutes that anybody can do anywhere you are. Doesn't matter. Nobody even has to know you're really doing it. You could be doing it at work. You could be doing it anywhere. If you have to do it with your eyes open instead of the meditating, where you're closing your eyes, you can just keep repeating the mantra and focusing on the mantra and whatever you need to do. This will shift you and this will boost your vibration. And you need that boost. Even if you have to do it several times, some days are crazier than others, right? So there are some days where we're feeling great and we don't need a boost as much. But then there's those days where things are just not going right. People are driving you crazy. Your life is not in the place you want it to be. And for whatever reason, you're more focused on that today than on the future of the amazing things that you know that you're creating. So doing a simple tool like this will help you. You have to focus on that piece. That is why I have that as the third step in the 4-step higher help method, which is shifting your energy. Because again, not just I need to be at a higher vibration to align with the good things that I'm creating. Yes, but you also need to be at that vibration to notice the signs coming in. You're not going to notice the signs from your angels, your guides, your loved ones on the other side who are coming at you from a higher vibration. You're not going to notice that as quickly, as easily if you are at a lower vibration. That's why a lot of times when someone has just lost a loved one, you'll hear them saying, I was waiting for a sign, but I haven't got it. You are in a state of grief. It is so much harder to notice a sign in that state of grief. I'm not saying it's not possible, because I remember I received signs after my mother died, right? And I know other people have as well. But if you are in that lower vibration, it is hard for you to notice the signs that are coming. Sometimes those signs are reassuring you that you're on the right path. Sometimes those signs are pointing you in the direction to where you now need to go to start manifesting the changes that you're looking for. Either way, they're coming and you don't want to miss them, because you're then sort of prolonging the state that you're in, right? The signs are so important. And the thing is that this cat almost unplugged my computer. Have you ever in your life? Sorry, my animals. So you want to notice that the universe is always sending you this information, is always sending you these signs. You have to do your part. Remember, I always talk about creating change in your life as a co-creative process. You're doing your part. The universe is doing its part. You managing your vibration should be a daily chore. I don't even want to say chore. It should be a daily to do. Okay? A daily practice, because it's so important. So your job is to notice anytime you're feeling anything other than good, anything other than content. And you now stop and say to yourself, okay, what am I focused on? What am I thinking about? What is going on? Okay, I need to shift all of that. I'm going to release it. I'm going to shift myself to gratitude. I'm going to feel better. I'm going to know that the universe has my back, that it's working for me behind the scenes, and I don't even know it. But I'm going to get myself into a state where I can notice the signs that it's sending to help me. That's it. Literally a minute to 3 minutes. I'm going to say a minute and a half to 3 minutes, depending on how much time you want to take and how much time you have. But it's simple and it's easy. We overcomplicate things as humans, right? Even the spiritual tools and the journey that we're on, we tend to overcomplicate things, which is why my book, The Higher Help Method, says stop trying to manifest and let the universe guide you. Now, that doesn't mean you do nothing, right? That means stop trying so hard to do all of these things that you think you need to do by yourself. Let the universe help you. Let the universe guide you. However, your part is to manage your energy, your vibration. Your part is to ask for the help, to call in the services of your higher help team. Manage your energy so you can now notice the signs and take action on them. Again, doesn't mean you're doing nothing. You have to do your part in this partnership, right? This is one of the things. Your vibration is one of the things. So that's what I wanted to come on here and talk to you about, especially since I am teaching a class on it next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. But of course, you always get the unlimited access to the replay. And I'll be sharing many more tools than the one that I'm giving you here that can be done quickly and easily. Again, sharing this 5-minute morning routine and sharing my prayer that kind of came to me that I've been using it. It's funny because I've been using it for a year and I never thought about sharing it. And something came to me recently and I was like, I really feel like this can help other people because it's helped me. And it came from someone other than me. It came from the higher source. So I'm going to give it to other people and see what happens, right? I just feel like everything that I get and do, I need to share when it works. That's kind of how it goes. So I hope this was helpful to you. I hope that you will use it today through the weekend. Again, tag someone that you think can use this. Share the video, and it's a simple, easy process that anybody can do, any background, any belief system. You're just shifting your energy into a better space. And we need to do this on a regular basis. And to me, it's fantastic that we can do it quickly and easily because I don't know about you, but my whole life is about like, what can I do easily that I will actually do, that I won't come up with an excuse for, that I won't say I don't have the time for, right? Because we all fall into those traps. This is simple and easy. Everything that I teach, I try to keep on that simple and easy scale so that, again, you will do it, right? How many things have you learned that you were gung-ho on and then stopped doing because you thought, gosh, I don't have the 20 minutes or I don't have, the time? That's why we need things that are simple and easy that anybody can do quickly. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I am going to jump off here pretty soon so that I can, if you're just joining us now, the interview with Joan Ranquette has to be rescheduled because Joan has evacuated her farm in California. Cats, dogs, and horses in tow. So we are praying for her, but we are going to reschedule her. So I'm going to open up all of the replays from the summit so far when I get off of here and then send that email out. Those replays will be open until Saturday just as a gift for anybody that either wants to listen again, or if you're like, what are you talking about? What summit? ElevatedExistenceSummit.com, and you can catch up on the things that you missed. Everybody has free gifts and special offers. We're talking manifestation. We're talking healing. We're talking spiritual tools. We're talking intuition. So I want to get off and prepare that for those people who are thinking I'm going live at 1:00. So again, please send your prayers Joan's way to her whole entire family of animals and herself. And I think people from her team have also had to evacuate. So we're just sending them love and prayers. And we will reschedule because I adore Joan. I literally requested that not only she come on, but that she teach about the scalar wave and offer that. I do still have her offer open. So anybody that is interested in the scalar wave, you can start now. You don't have to wait for us to reschedule, but it is the best thing. Like, I use it all the time for myself. You can use it for your animals. She teaches you how to use it for humans, for animals. It's this very simple, easy energy healing process that you have to have no experience in. You don't have to be a Reiki master or anything like that. So anyway, we will reschedule her because I can't wait to talk about it. But in the meantime, thank you all for being here with me. I'm just checking to make sure there's no questions. Yes, Katie, we are sending so much positivity and prayers to everybody involved in that. Definitely send Joan. I will keep you posted as I find out more information. You are welcome, Sylvia, and you're welcome, Robin. But I will definitely let you know as I find out more information. Hopefully all will be well. She'll be able to go back home, and she will be good. So thank you all for your patience. For those of you who are in the summit, I do hope that you enjoy at least those extended replays, even if you watch something already. Her last name is Ranquet, Ranquet. She's amazing, animal communicator, energy healer, animal energy healer. We love Joan. She's literally, I think she's been on and off with the summit for like the 12 years that I've been doing it. And I just happened to have learned her scalar wave technique about a year ago. I actually took the class she's offering, and I just was so excited about it. I said, you have to come back and we're just going to talk about this. So we will reschedule her, and we're just going to send prayers to her because, again, she's an animal communicator. She loves animals. She has many animals. I do know that they are all safe right now at a rescue. So thank goodness for that. Thank you, Leah, for posting her name. Because I don't even know if I can comment on my own thing from the StreamYard thing that I'm in. But yes, that is her name. You can look up her information, and she has an amazing Facebook group as well that I'm sure she's posting in. So sending her love. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to go open up those replays, send the email out, and let everybody know what's going on. But definitely stay tuned. We will have her back at some point before the end of the summit. Keeping our fingers crossed for her. Let me see. Yes. I can re-list the steps again. Oh, good. I'm glad you wrote them on a sticky note. Okay. So yeah. So the 3 steps are: number 1, you're not, when you notice like I'm not feeling great or there's something or my mood is off, you're going to stop. You're going to say to yourself, what have I been thinking? What is going through my head? What am I focused on? Identify the things that you're saying and say, I'm focused on the wrong thing. None of this is true. I'm letting this go. You're going to then take 30 to 60 seconds to repeat some type of a mantra, whether it be release, all is well, anything like that you're going to repeat. Close your eyes if you can and repeat that mantra to kind of let go of those negative thoughts. And then the last step, 30 to 60 seconds, you are going to focus on gratitude. You are going to focus on something, 1 to 3 things that are going right. You are going to feel that gratitude. And at the end of this process, you will have shifted your energy back up. If you have to do it several times that day because you're having a rough day, that's totally fine. It doesn't take that long to do. And the more that you do it, the more that you're going to get used to being in that higher vibration. And the side effect is that the more that you're used to being at that higher vibration, the more that you're used to being in that more positive space, the faster you are going to notice when you shift out of it. The faster you will notice, oh, wait, this doesn't feel good, and you can shift yourself back. And that is really the key. So the more time you can spend in it, the easier it will be to maintain it. The more times you do it, even if you have to do it 15,000 times in the beginning, the more it will help you in the long run, if that makes sense. Thank you, Katie. You're the best. Yes, Katie wrote it for everybody. So that is my 3-minute or less mood boost. Again, if you want more, I'm teaching that class next Tuesday. The link is underneath the video on YouTube and Facebook, and I will add it into Instagram. And I'm going to be giving a lot more. That was just one of the tools that I'm going to be talking about, but I wanted to give it to you here so you can get started right now. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to go get ready to open those replays and send the email out about the rescheduling. And I thank you all for joining me. I hope you have an amazing and wonderful weekend. Keep Joan and her family and everyone on her team in your prayers. Of course, the entire state of California that's being affected, we are keeping them in our prayers. And do something this weekend that brings you joy, because in addition to that 3-minute mood boost, when you do something that brings you joy, it shifts your energy. It raises your vibration. It makes you feel good. And that's the state we want to live in. So you deserve it. Do it. I don't care how small, how big, or how long. Do something intentionally, consciously, just to bring you joy. And I will be back here next Thursday for another weekly spirit boost. And of course, we actually have another expert coming on Tuesday. And then I am teaching my first class of the summit on my higher help method next Thursday. So again, if you're not part of the summit yet, elevatedexistencesummit.com. And I will see you guys back here next week. Bye, everyone.